Hey everybody! I've got a multi-message for us today. I'm going to be diving into a bit of the subject from the last video I posted, which is all about how to clear noise pollution from your energy field. I share 2 tips in that video, kind of like 3 tips because I talk about the heartbeat. Well, one of the tips is active meditation. So the noise pollution in your energy field is your choice, okay? So what it is your thoughts and your feelings and your memories, what wakes you up in the night, gets you screaming at 3 a.m. in the morning, noise pollution. So if you have a lot pent up inside you, take a walk. It is a meditation. Walking is total meditation. And it's easy. All you have to do is put one foot in front of the other. So take a walk and then vent it all out of your system. Like barf it all out of your system, all the sounds. You barf it out by thinking about it, but it's not just you thinking about it, it's you talking. I choose to speak out loud on my walks. I find a private place where it's just me and the path, and I talk to the trees, I talk to God, I talk to my higher self, and I talk out loud so I can hear my own voice. It's the most self-loving thing I can do. I'm there for myself, the universe is there for me, and I talk like it's my best friend, and I share everything, and I just get it all out of my system. Now, if you can't do that out loud, you can still do that inside yourself by speaking inside yourself. Like, here's me giving you an example of what that's going to be like. Because you can't hear what's inside of me. All right, so let me talk out loud about what you could say inside yourself. Okay. God, I had such a great day, but I'm still perplexed about this thing. I just don't know what to do. It's been 6 months. I still don't know what to do about it. I've been asking you for help about this. God, you know what? It's going to sound something like that. You're just going to lay it out on the table. You're just gonna reference higher self or universe or whoever is out there listening to me, whoever loves me and cares about me, like those people that really care about me. I know you're there, and I just want to vent. I want to talk. So you do this, all right? So I talk about that. I also talk about silent meditation. And silent meditation is stilling the pond of your energy field. So you choose not to pay any attention to thoughts, emotions, memories, random weird pictures, subconscious universe, whatever's. You're just still. Like a still pond, okay? It's your still. And so it's your choice to have noise pollution. It's your choice to attach to your feelings and your fears and your concerns and your memories and all that stuff. And it's your choice to vent about it, get it out of your system. Sometimes it forces its way, like 3 a.m. in the morning, and the next thing you know, you're 1 hour later and you've been on and on about something that happened to you 10 years ago. And it's like, why did I just waste an hour of my, like, why is this happening? Because you need to take a walk, okay? You need to reconcile something that's still in your energy field. It's saying hello today, okay? So you can do that by choosing to listen, choosing to care, choosing to see the value, no judgment here, and just get it out today. Just give it out today, maybe the next day, maybe the day after that, and then all your noise pollution will shift gears and it won't even matter. Silent meditation, again, just repeating myself here, just stillness. Still the pond, no sound, okay? By choice, and hang in there. So one of the things I was talking about, this is the multi-message part, so introducing you to what I spoke about in that last video, but I'm talking about boredom because I talk about boredom in that video and how sometimes once you get all the sound out of your system, there's nothing left. It's just, you're literally sitting with this sensation that, okay, well, what do I do now? You have nothing else left. And so now you're just noticing the trees and you're noticing time and you're noticing, so sometimes it just feels like that, like you're still grasping for something to do when there's nothing to do. And it's putting yourself at ease, finding a way to put yourself at ease. Silent meditation, let's say you achieve 3 awesome minutes. You delete every thought, don't even linger with it, just done, delete. But you'll start to get some weird sensation lingering, like, how long has it been? Or am I supposed to do something now? And so you're going to sit in this weird place where something seems missing, something seems unfulfilling, incomplete. So I wanted to talk a little bit about boredom and define it in this way. I did some journeys on boredom, actually. And in a way, I kind of want to do this with you guys, because I really want to make this helpful. And I find that whatever it is that I've learned, if I can share it to benefit somebody else's life, I want to do that. And I feel like me teaching by just talking isn't enough for me. I just want to show you and then describe, like, these are my steps. This is how I do it. You can try this too. You can do this too. I'm showing you how it's done. And here I'm just sitting in a chair. Okay. I'm going to still my pond. This is kind of what I do to renounce the boredom, because in some ways I don't know that I've mastered boredom yet. And I don't know that boredom necessarily is a bad thing. One of the things that came up in a journey was that boredom is a gift. It actually drives passion or desire for change or the adventure of living. It drives us towards something of our growth. So if we're sitting in boredom, then we are seeking for something that activates us. And maybe we need to be peaceful in boredom. And that's truly how you conquer it, by just sitting with it and just letting yourself know what boredom feels like and not running away from it. But I suppose in my life, boredom is the human world. The human world, I always felt this sense of there was more to it. It's not just about what I see, I smell, think, touch, taste, whatnot. There's more to it than... It's almost absurd to me. It is completely absurd, okay? I'm saying almost because I'm giving room for those people where it's like, I'm the absurd one. So like, we can all have our opinions, you know? But it's truly in my in my corner, very absurd to feel like this is all there is. To really, truly exist in a space where this is all there is, because that means you never listen to the sound of your own soul. You don't even know how. It just seems so empty to me. It seems so unbearably empty to me. It's a feeling of it, like being hollow. If this is all there is, like there is a beginning and there is the end and there is nothing left of me, that is so... That is like torturing yourself. That is denying yourself divine truth. That is denying yourself the sound of the heartbeat. And the heartbeat is more than just a physical thing. It's love. Like, is love a physical thing? Well, you could say, oh, it's a hormone. It only exists because hormones, you know, I'm attracted to, felt the love. But that is love that is just an activation of the body. That's not love that is 40 years of your life devoted to something, a study that drove something inside of you to come out and for you to speak and for you to conquer your fears. That right there is love, you know? Like, it's really shallow to say that love is just like some physical reaction, like some split moment. It's time, it's development, it's a whole self-expression. It's unfathomably extraordinary. And I find that what is beyond the bare bones of this world and all of its fears and insecurities and inability to just be blatantly raw. Here I am, take it or leave it. It's just like, see me as perfect. See, everything I do is perfect. Like, it's like, it's just so, the world just seems so obviously broken, and then trying to patch it up and make it look pretty and say that, I just don't get, like, I don't know, like when I think about the human world, my mind just does all these loop-de-loops, like just millions of them. And I'm like, wow, there's so many somersaults going on around here, and we're trying to all link these somersaults together. We're bending over backwards, we're going inside out, we're digging holes, we're trying to fly, we're falling flat on our face. And that's basically the human world in a nutshell. And somehow we still build a reality. It's kind of amazing, really. But I found myself observing, not just like with human eyes, but with my heart. And I needed something, you know, I heard it somewhere, and I've heard myself say it too, is that, well, I've heard myself say many times that the spirit realm does not lie to you. So whenever I hear people say, oh, demons are manipulating you, no, you're manipulating yourself. Demons aren't manipulating you. You're weak, you're insecure, and you're listening to your insecurities, your fears, your lack, your hollowness. And so there's nothing that the spirit realm is but itself. And that's what I like about the spirit realm, because it's always blatantly itself. Like, you cannot hide in the spirit realm. Even if you're trying to hide, I can still see you. Your vibration says, I'm hiding right here, and I don't want anybody to find me. And I'm just looking like, do you think that I can't tell you're right there, you're hiding? Like, your vibration says everything, okay? So I always say that about the spirit realm, but nature is always purely honest. So when you're in nature, you're surrounded by the truth. And I wonder what it is about human beings that, like, I want to emulate that. I want to emulate what nature means to me. I want to emulate what the spirit realm means to me. So what is it my struggle to deny the world more of my nature? And what is my fear in being truly as of nature is to me? And so I'm always seeking that. And perhaps that's the boredom that then guides me to, you know, the world that I want to see. I have to become that world inside myself. Otherwise I'm a hypocrite, you know? But I guess in summing up what I'm trying to say here, it's the boredom that guided me to everything that I've learned. And I wanted to sit here and actually show you guys something, so I could teach you personally how to do this thing that I've learned in time, which is how to still my own pond, because in some way boredom guided me to do this. Boredom guided me to be the person that I am today. So that's my life, that's my adventure. And so in some ways then I can be grateful for boredom. So some of the things that we want to face, I'm going to sit with boredom. Boredom, you and I, we're going to become best friends. We're going to become awesome together. Like, no more boredom because I have wholeness now. It's like renouncing, transmuting that which is boredom. But sometimes boredom then challenges us or guides us to becoming something more of ourselves. And so then it's a good thing. You know, it's a challenge to embrace it, and it's a challenge to be guided by it to something more. So I talked about walking, active meditation. I talk about silent meditation. And I talked about boredom a little bit. And I talked about my relationship with the world and how boredom guided me to be this person. And so I'm going to be silent, instantaneously silent. I'm no noise pollution here. I'm silent. So I'm sending a signal out to the universe, because when I choose to be silent, I choose to receive. So if I'm just sitting in silent meditation, I'm just like sitting in silent meditation, just receiving, absorbing the universe, because the sounds aren't in the way. All right. So when you don't have any noise pollution, you actually can hear the universe. So that's why you want to do this. I probably should have said that first. Why do you want to do this? That's why. All right. So if you're still listening, you got that nugget. Okay. You want to do this because you want to hear the universe, whether you can translate it inside yourself or you just receive. You're actually growing and expanding with really healthy, natural, honest energy. It's the good nature. You're receiving that without anything like your radio station isn't full of the garbage that wakes you up at 3 a.m. It's silent, okay? Still pond. The universe is sharing its honest purity, its essence with you. Nothing in the way. You are wholly receiving it, okay? Now, example, because of boredom or curiosity or whatever is guiding you to bringing something out from inside yourself, a spiritual awakening, you just feel there's a presence of something more than just the building blocks of this world, and you want to know what that something more has to say to you, and maybe you're seeking to understand these concepts, right? So here I want to give you some advice, okay? You can practice the silent meditation, but the goal is instantaneously Silent. So here I am actually instantaneously silent in my energy field. I'm choosing to be right now instantaneously silent. So I'm instantaneously silent. I'm not of my mind or my heart or my emotions or my body or my name or my location. It doesn't seem to be that way, but it is that way. And now I'm going to sit in stillness and I'm going to ask the universe, is there something you'd like to say on this topic? Is there something else you would like to say? Now I wait, and then I listen and I wait to receive, because the universe in my still pond will ripple it. And it will ripple it with something random from the inside. And that random thing will be like a rubber ducky. It'll be like grapes. It'll be super strange, okay? Or it'll be maybe familiar, almost too familiar. It could have just been a thought. That is you thinking. That is you doubting. Stop that. That's not the still pond experience. It is the essence of the experience from within. You are tapping into, becoming aware of, and now becoming one with it in order to unlock the mystery of the message, okay? So now I'm going to be quiet, because if I'm talking to you, I can't hear the universe. So here we go. The universe has a message for us. It's on this topic. It's absolutely beautiful. The universe reminds us that this is another reason why it's a very good idea to choose silence. Because when you choose silence, you will find that it eradicates boredom. When you start to hear the sound of your soul singing from your heart, that you'll only be able to hear this sound when you choose to sit in silence and listen. Not listen to your mind or your emotions, that's the point. Still the pond. And it's not necessarily a sense of listening as it is experiencing. The universe is challenging me to listen to the sound of my own soul and then describe the experience. Therefore, as the universe challenges me, the universe challenges you. Okay. What comes to me about it? Two things. One, I don't do that ever. And all the times I choose silence, I choose to hear what the universe shares, but I don't choose to hear the sound of my own soul. That's an interesting detail. That's listening to the beautiful side of who I am, and I'm not doing that when I choose silence, which means it's an opportunity for all of us to say, I guess I'm not doing that either, or, wow, I'm so glad you saw that, Abby. I'm glad you're going to try that out. I figured it out, and I've been doing it. It's working for me. So this is a blessing, a message that's a blessing for all of us. Now, the other thing is, when I tune into the sound of my soul, it's very strange to me because I didn't expect it to be a picture, was the best way I could describe the sound. And it kind of makes me emotional because I miss this sound in life. So the sound is rain. And in the picture, I'm standing outside and it's raining, and it's like it's not like a tornado, but it can be huge, heavy drops. There can be thunder and lightning, but I feel safe. And somehow each one of these droplets of water has a rainbow in it. And it's like kissing me, these raindrops. I feel like the raindrops are kissing and hugging me, like loving me all over. It's like the most tender. It's like a hug from a baby or something. It's just so sweet. And it makes me emotional because living in the Yukon, it's a desert region. You wouldn't expect a place where it snows would be such a desert. And we are getting rain. It's cold. It's July and I'm literally wearing long sleeves. It's like 50 degrees and rainy. But it doesn't rain. I mean, I can't hear rain on the roof. It might once a year, but more than likely none. Will it ever lightning or thunder here? And it's kind of dangerous if it does, because it's so dry, it could be forest fires. And so one of the things I miss about Iowa is the rain. I miss the heavy raindrops. I miss the lightning and the thunder. I miss that. And so when I listen to the sound of my soul, I'm shown this is the best way my human self could define what it sounds like to me, is something that I guess I miss, combined with love and joy, something I love about nature, as something that's very precious and tender and kind, like the raindrops hugging me and the rainbows within the raindrops. It's all very beautiful, you know? So when you choose to still your pond, ask the universe a question and see what ripples back. And be okay if it's a random bit of, it's a random sensation. It's not like I hear the universe talking in my head, okay? It has nothing to do with thought. It has nothing to do with talking. It's like it comes from in the center of me. It comes up from the center of me, up from inside of me. And like uprooting itself inside of me. And I can feel it. And I can translate the feeling of it. Like the presence of it. Is it a feeling or is it a presence? And then I can interact with that presence and I can receive from it. And I find this is also an act of meditation, because I'm choosing to receive and to grow and expand, and not to just become completely still. And so I feel actively involved. So there's different ways you can meditate, you know. So here we have a message, a multi-message. I feel like I've achieved it. I hope you enjoy it. Try this out. I'll put a link in the description to the message that I had shared previously. If I can help you in a session, I share psychic wisdom, distance, energy healing, energy analysis, transformation. I'm here to help. Any goals will do. The door is wide open. Everything has vibration, so I can look into anything. Your fears, your curiosities, anything. anything. Physical, mental, emotional, memories, weird alien experiences, whatever you got. I can look at it. I can translate it and share reflection on it, healing for you, empowerment for you. You can book a session at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Also on Patreon, patreon.com/abbeynormalswisdomquest. All right, have a great day, everybody.